Oi, oi.
Hello.
What is happening? We're a bit early this week.
A wee bit, very early this week.
Uh,
Why are we early this week, Jason?
I'm down at death.
And why down at death?
Darts, mate. I need them fucking. Drank a liter, well, almost a liter bottle of fucking Tito's vodka from America.
Just to paint the picture, I walked into the studio today and it was the normal for what I would assume the boys had been over playing darts and there was cans and the vodka and all. I was like, oh, you've had a good time. Aired out the fucking room because it stunk. And then you just emerge and like, that was me.
Oh, it's like, what? Fucking. Never again, mate. That's me retired.
If I had the time and the patience, I would go back through all the shows where you said that.
Uh,
I think there's only been one episode of this where I've been dying,
yeah.
and it was I don't even think it was this. It was fucking the old podcast.
I don't know when to stop, though. That's my problem.
That's
Once
what
I
I said
get,
to you earlier.
once I get going, it's like I just keep going
Yeah,
until I fail.
once your wheels hit the road, like they pick up traction very quick,
Uh,
and you don't become greedy because you aren't a bad drunk. You don't fall about.
I'm
Like,
fun as well.
you
And
are-
that's a cheeky.
Yeah, you're fun. You're full of banter. Sometimes you are a wee bit over the top because you are so steaming, but you're not a dick.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, you don't know when.
I just keep drinking and drinking and drinking
Yeah.
and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
But that's a bad thing because you wouldn't ever really go whitey or anything. Because if you
Nah.
were feeling rough, you would stop for a bit until that's ball passed. You're like, right, sweet,
I
that's
don't
passed. Let's go again.
and shit, man. That's
But
that's for faggots.
but that's what I mean. Most people would whitey and be like, right, I've hit the wall, I've hit my limit. You don't have your limit. You just pace yourself, but don't pace yourself.
Yeah,
It's funny though.
made a fucking liter bottle of vodka. It's 80% proof too. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I say 80%.
It smells
Like
nice.
Smirnoff's 40.
I remember whenever I
That's
was
I've
it
never.
Benidorm, and I got 80% vodka, and it was great times. I ended up just sitting on the balcony, fucking bowls of water over people nights out.
See, you're a dick when you drink.
No, no, because what actually had happened was I went on holiday with a friend and their then partner and their friend, and it all kicked off, and the couple fell out, and obviously battle lines were drawn. I
yeah,
tried to
one of
stay
them
friends
ones.
with everyone. I was like, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit on this balcony and listen to noise controllers and get lit. So I just got lit, and then I seen people coming home. It's like, haha, I have a glass of water here, and I fucked it over them, and they heard me. Ah, I was like, right. Do you know what would make this better? If the fucking impact zone was bigger. So then I went and got a bowl and just filled it up, just waited to see the crowd, just fucked it.
I was it.
But
Brilliant.
even if you didn't hit them, like
I was
if it
still
just went
funny.
near them, it scared the fuck out of them.
Fucking brilliant.
But it's the I don't know. I
Getting
think
hit in holiday with a bit of water, though, was alright because
Yeah.
it's warm. You know, like,
especially when you're walking home after a night out
imagine Belfast and then fucking February evening.
on a mile.
You'd end up with fucking hypothermia walking home.
Oh, people would be coming up and knocking every door. Was that you? Was that you? Was that you? On holiday, you don't really
nuts.
give a fuck. You're like,
Nah.
wanker. Anyway, I'm near home. Fuck it.
Brilliant.
But it's whenever I think 80%, like the stronger the vodka, the nicer it is.
Aye, because Grey Goose is way stronger than Smirnoff, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's easier to drink.
I've no idea.
I don't
Let's
know if
find out.
I said this, like, but I haven't drank juice since I was in New York. You know what I mean?
Fuck up about this drink.
Nearly lost a stone in weight
bollocks. And what?
just from juice.
And you lost your dignity last night as well.
I didn't.
How much does that weigh?
Fucking, I was flying with the old darts like until I can't remember.
No, Grey Goose is 40% alcohol.
Fuck me.
So you've got Dart's elbow as well now because you sat up all so long.
I don't know whether it's that or I fell. I'm being serious, man. I don't know what happened.
Where would you have fallen?
Anywhere from here to my bed.
But if it's specifically just, like, it would
I
be
know
too,
that's your.
it's
It's too much of
weird.
a coincidence.
Even
isn't
if
it?
you bumped into something when you were walking, like,
There's
for
no
you-
cut or nothing or no mark, so
Yeah.
it's like inside the
But
elbow.
even like if you were in the kitchen or something and you leant against the counter and banged into it, it's
Mhm.
too random for it to be exactly where you've been sitting throwing darts for 7 hours.
I know. Ah well, fuck's sake.
For what gain? To get bait in the pigeon club?
I know.
Like,
I got beat this week. Fuck's sake. But I was flying last night. Like
that's not what you're
my
fucking.
problem is, how the fuck do you drink a liter bottle of vodka? Like Well, there was about that much, wasn't there, about that much left in it. Like,
But considering you're not drinking any juice, it was when you turned around to me earlier and you're like, I mate, there was at one stage I got on the fucking, I think I might have got
diluted
on the
orange.
diluted orange juice. I was like, oh fucking big spender here,
Uh,
doing shots of pure orange.
even when I'm black out, I'm like, I'm not drinking juice.
It's like, oh man, it was on
Pure-
that pure last night. It's like, pure what?
pure,
Pure orange.
and vodka.
I remember back when I was younger.
My
putting-
brain's just not firing. Like,
No.
nah, it's like fucking trying to catch up.
It's like, what? Oh, shit, we're doing a podcast.
Uh,
I want to now start like asking you questions. Oh, here, fuck. Speaking of brains falling off, so Nicole, as you know, sometimes falls asleep whenever we're watching something at night, and I made a comment here and realized she was sleeping, and then I said something there, and she fell asleep arguing with me that she wasn't sleeping. Right?
Yeah.
So then I
I'm
said,
not sleeping.
I said something to just fuck with her head because I knew she was sleeping and she wouldn't be listening. And it was like, if trees is or logic, what is logic or something like that there. And she didn't say fuck all, and I was getting everything packed up. And she sat up and was like, "Did you say that to me?" I was like, "Say what?" And she went, "Something about logic is logic." And I was like, "I said not." She's like, "What? Did I?" And I had her fully convinced that she dreamed this. And she's like, no, like I was sitting here, but in my dream, you were sitting asking me questions like if logic is logic and all. I was like,
Mate,
the
no
fuck
one will
is going on in your
argue.
head?
No one will argue harder than someone who is asleep trying to say they're not asleep.
yeah, oh,
I do it too. I'm not fucking sleeping. No, fuck. I'm just resting my eyes.
oh no, I'll just admit it. Like I was asleep.
Mate, it happens all the time. Like, that's why you should stay single. There's cunts out there fucking apologizing for taking a nap.
Do you ever see the video on the internet where
I seen that meme on Facebook the other day.
what?
That it's like, mate, just stay single. There's cunts out there apologizing for taking a nap. But it's true. Like, there's sometimes I'll know it up. It's like, what are you doing? We're going here or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, sorry. Where if you're single, you could just go,
I done that last night. I told the child we'll have a movie evening whenever Nicole went out,
yeah.
and I dozed off for 20 minutes whenever Nicole left. And it's like, oh shit, sorry, we were about to watch a movie. But
I've done it in the cinema, mate, loads of times. Go to the cinema. See if it's not something that I'm into.
Yeah.
If it's something that, like, I'll no fucking be banging me. Fucking.
I done
snore.
that with the last Jurassic Park movie twice.
Aye, me too. I the one where the.
The sixth one, technically.
Aye, me too. I don't even remember most of it.
I know.
I remember like bits of it where they were like going to this fucking island that was like in a cliff. And I
I
remember going, what the fuck?
I see. I tried to lie about it, and they were talking about. Oh, what are you talking about? That never happened. They're like,
I'm
did.
me trying to tell you here now. I remember the start of it where the wee girl was like they were in the forest or something, and they were trying to get the wee girl.
oh, yeah.
That's about it.
No.
And see, before I liked Jurassic Park,
So do I.
so
I actually went.
it must have been shit if me and you done it. Like,
You know what I mean? It's the same. It's the same shit over and over and over and over again. But I'm still looking forward to the new one that's coming out.
is there a new one coming
There's a new
out?
one coming out next month. But it's a reboot of a reboot. There's no.
I
original-
suppose you could go many ways with Jurassic World. Like, there's no.
But
that's like a Fast and Furious type thing. You could just keep going. Like,
But I was talking to Nicole about this the other night. Out of all the Jurassic Park films, none of them capture the magic. Like the first one was fucking terrifying. Like I went and watched that when I was a kid in the cinema, and I was
Yeah.
like, when the T-Rex comes out, you're like, holy fuck, I am scared. But the rest of them kind of all make a bit of a joke about the dinosaurs, or oh here, I can train them and they're going to be my mates. When you see this here,
this fucking T-Rex is
like
can
the
camouflage.
first one.
That Indominus Rex can camouflage and all. And you're like, fuck away. All.
But there was no respite in the first one. Like soon as they got to the park and it all went wrong, it was
It
like,
went
all right,
wrong?
we can have a bit of calm. No, you can't have a bit of calm here, but it's still gonna go fucking wrong for you, and it just
Aye.
kept going wrong.
Whether
and
it was
wrong.
raptors, whether it was the fucking wee one. Remember the wee ones that had your mom who had the. Remember the man that shut all the electric off the
Oh,
fat
aye.
guy? Do you know what I mean, it was just chaos from
Yeah.
the minute the electric went
But
out.
all the other ones, you kind of you knew how the story was going to progress. This is
Yeah.
going to happen, which leads to this, and then hey ho, the save the day, yada yada. But the first one was just no one really even saved the day. In the first one, they just managed
They
to
just
live and escape.
Got out,
Like that was it. There was no big hurrah. The day has been saved. This well done. Your life is still there. you got on the helicopter.
Yeah,
That was it.
I know it is. Fuck. Don't make him like that anymore, do
Bring
you?
back Big Stephen. I was watching Jumanji yesterday as well. The original
For the
Jumanji.
original one,
Yeah, Robin Williams.
been a while since I've seen
The
that.
CG or the effects in it are so shit, but see watching it, you're like, this is still class. Like the child had never seen it, and she was just sitting, like we call her, just sitting at the edge of the sofa, the mouth open, going, like, yeah, like that's still magical to kids.
Yep.
And it's you don't need
Robin
to have,
Williams is fucking brilliant. Like,
oh yeah,
seeing everything he was in, Flubber, fucking
oh he did.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Like, if you had him, you knew you had a hit on your hands.
I watched that on Netflix, American Primeval. Mate,
Right.
it's mad. There's no respite in it. It's
Oh, is this
just
the thing you were talking about
mate,
the other week?
just from fucking start to finish, it's just mayhem.
Yeah.
But it's like a fake story within the real stories. So all like the Mormons killing all these pioneers actually happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like it's just a fake story about this kid and his ma trying to get somewhere in the middle of a real story.
Yeah.
But it's made 6. Some of them are half an hour long. Some of them are an hour long. Do you know what I mean 6 episodes? But it's worth a go. Like,
If you can blast through them. Like, see, I'm torn stuff about that. If I'm going to watch stuff about history or whatever, I would like watching documentaries. I don't like not mockumentaries or like a dramatization of what's happened. But at the same time, there is certain
one
ones.
each, Declan Rice.
You up the race.
Rice, baby.
We're getting
Muller Rice, baby. Fuck off. You was money, Muller Rice. But no fucking. I last night I went up and I was going to watch or the other night, and it was like Chaos about the Manson murders.
Yeah,
stuck it on, and then I was like, no, I don't have an hour and a half here to sit and go through it. So I'll wait until. So I'm thinking, I'll give it a go tonight.
See, that's what's kind of not put me off, but the new Stranger Things, obviously, it's going to be the last season, but all the episodes are going to be like 2.5 hours long. Like that's a big investment.
Is it on Netflix? Because that's why Netflix cut Squid Games down, because the wanted it was too long for their format.
Yeah.
So they done it in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So they'll probably not do it like that. They'll probably just they'll do our episodes, but it'll be.
No, they've said that every episode is going to be a feature film length. They've shot like 650 hours of footage for.
Because that's what your man said, who was Peter Berg, that made that American thing. Like every one is a feature length, is a feature film.
Yeah.
But they weren't, like one of them was 35 minutes long.
Right.
So I don't know whether what they're saying is maybe the cast and all, or the way they have to do it is shot like a film.
Right, okay,
but it was only 35 minutes long. He was saying that, and I was like, fucking right. And then when I went in and started watching them, I was like, oh, this next one's going to be an hour and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was fucking 48 minutes. You know what I mean?
That's another thing as well. And now in the streaming age, like whenever you were watching a program, you knew it was going to be half an hour, whatever. But like because it's all online, even whenever I'm watching the Mandalorian and all, like one week it'll be 45 minutes, and then the next week is 20 minutes. You're like, what the fuck? Why am I only getting 20 minutes of fucking shit?
Me and her are like in fucking season 9 or something of Shameless.
Yeah.
There's like 22 episodes a season. So see if we're just sitting in the house, we'll just stick it on. It's just on the background. And every one of me, it's like 48 minutes because the adverts on Channel 4. But they're all like almost within 20, 30 seconds.
You had the bracket of TV where you had to have your program.
It was on Channel 4, yeah. And then you used to go to E4 and watch next week's one.
Yeah. That's what, like, that, even that there, like, I used to do that with Hollyoaks, but we would watch something E4 because it was.
Because you were a week ahead. Or a day ahead.
Yeah, and it's like, what's the point in this? Like, what is actually the point in just, oh, here, come to this channel and you can watch, because you're still just watching it for.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, right.
That's what I used to do with Shameless. I think it was like a Monday night or something that was on. And I used to, once I went over, I would have went over and watched the next week's one.
Yeah.
And then you get back in the house at 10 o'clock or whatever, you were waiting on this week's coming, and you're like, oh, have I seen that?
Right.
So you have to wait till 11 now to watch the next one.
Like,
fuck's sake, you stupid cunt.
I had a funny story for you this week. So, you know my sister. You know the way she somehow gets herself a bargain. She knows everybody. She's a good chancer, you know?
Yeah, brass stack.
So, Jack, nephew, the Twitch guy, the guy who's absolutely smashing it and, you know, making a load of coin on it, decided, I'm going to treat myself with all this money I've made, and bought himself 2 tickets, one for him, one for my sister, to go to some band that he likes down south.
Yeah.
And Jack, being the offspring of my sister, decided. Uh, uh, Sorry, let me put a pin in that just to give you an idea of what he's like. Jack got his Twitch account banned for some unknown reason, but he has bots set up to answer like generic comments that'll come through
Yeah.
just to save him time responding to them. So every one of them also has to have an account, so all his accounts get shut down and no one would turn them back on for him. So he emailed the CEO of Twitch, who's a 63-year-old man, and was like, "Here's my problem." The guy was like, "Yeah, mate, I'll sort that for you now." Came back 15 minutes later. There's all your accounts sorted. Ended up having a full back and forward with Jack, and Jack is now friends with the guy who is the CEO of Twitch.
Yeah.
It's like, "You're mad." Bought these tickets and then emailed the manager of the band and was like, "Here, it's my birthday, and I love the band, and yeah, this is going to be my first concert and all." Full of shit. Goes to shows with Angela all the time, and was like, "Can I get a meet and greet?" Like, "Yeah, not a problem. You can get backstage for an hour and a half before they go on and sit with the band, chill out, whatever you and you're bringing." He's like, "Oh, thanks, this is great." The problem with this is Angela had bought him 2 tickets and spent a lot of money to get an extra meet and greet for his birthday at the end of the month. Didn't tell him.
Yeah.
So now she's in a position where she doesn't know whether she's proud of him for going and doing all this, or if she's raging because she's lost all this money.
I know that, but you'll be able to sell a ticket, surely.
Let's be honest. You know what's going to happen? They're going to sit there. They're going to reminisce about this funny story to the tour manager, and they're going to give them money back.
Well, it's not really themans that are giving it back because it'll be the promoter. It'll be Ticketmaster. You're still going to lose money off the booking fees and everything like that.
Yeah, right, mate. I think we need to hire Jack. Be like, "Jack, you need to come and do something," because he'll just email everyone.
Yeah,
he'll do the bizzo.
Tell him to be we've never asked anyone for anything. I think that's the way forward.
He's fucking mates with the CEO of Twitch and I'll just fire an email. "Here, mate, any chance you can sort me out?"
Yeah. Well, that's what you have to do, mate. You lose your account, you have to fucking try and get it back. Like,
I know, but who the fuck's making friends with the CEO of Twitch?
How the fuck do you get his email?
Oh, a lot of digging.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like there's a clear way on Twitch. You have to go through that. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but there's a way, mate.
Or just Instagram him. I'm sure he has Instagram. Like,
hats off to him.
Fair play to him.
I wouldn't have been able to do that at that age.
No.
And it's just it's mad.
Again, but we were at his age. There wasn't even really computers as much as you know what I mean. So like we had to go and talk to people for stuff.
Yeah, I was telling Ruby about stuff whenever I was growing up. She's like, "Really? That's what you did?" I was like, "Yeah, we didn't have the internet. We had to keep ourselves entertained.
We had to phone people.
Yeah.
Hello, is Johnny or
you didn't?
Is Johnny coming out to play?
Before you even had phones, you just kind of knew.
But like you had to phone a landline, phone their house. And ask him, you're like, "I hope his dad answers that. He hits me."
Everyone's bike just sitting outside, right? That's where everyone is. Or you had the drinking tree or something, or the smoking tree, and just knew that there'd always be someone hanging about, regardless. There
was always like 3 or 4 spots.
Yeah.
And see if you went there 3 or 4 spots and there was no one there, you're like, and then some like 9:30 at night, you run into everyone like, "Where the fuck? Where is?" I don't know. We went up this new place.
Right, like, shit, get this out of the map. But even that, like. Back in the day, calling for someone was just norm. Like there was no problem. You would have knocked the door, someone would have happily answered.
Sometimes you would have sat outside and we had on a meeting or dinner. You'd have sat in the front step.
It's like, "Here, I'm just eating my dinner here. I'll be out shortly." Right.
You just sat there.
But like, if your door gets knocked now, everyone's fucking. Fuck it doesn't even.
I'm looking out the window and all, make sure there's not TV license.
Anyone. You're just like, I don't even want to just answer the door to a human being.
I know. It is mad, like.
Or like, if somebody did call around, why didn't you phone me?
And see as well on a landline, like you didn't know who was phoning.
No, you
just went, "Hello." My granddad used to go, "Hello," and then Purleysburn Hospital, Mr. Nut speaking. "How may I help you?" See how many people hung up on him.
Oh man, I like just chatting to the scammers now when the phone through to me. Because the way I see it is, the longer they speak to me, the one less old person they're scamming. And they're like, "Oh, we're from your phone provider." It's like, "Oh yeah," and then like, "Oh, what's your name?" "Oh, my name's John."
It's scary
Smith.
how much information you actually have, because you've done it to me like a couple of times, and I've played along, and they know my name, like.
Oh, they know my name.
They know the name, and they know I got Sky and whatever date, and you're like, right?
See, that's a guess, though, I would say.
Well, again, I can't remember when I got Sky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but they're like, "Oh, you got Sky," and in my head, I was going, "This is a scam," but then I was like, "Hold on, is it?"
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, even though I knew.
Do you know how you know? You know straight away, and then you just have fun with them. They're like, "Oh, hello there, sir. I'm phoning from your phone provider. Oh, who's my phone provider? Oh," and then pause for a second, and they're like, "Right, okay." It's like, "Can I just take your email address?" "Yeah, it's johnswayze@gmail.com. Okay, and what's your date of birth?" September 58. Okay, thanks for passing security. So we just want to talk to you about your account. And you're like, I did all
Dead
right.
on.
Game on here. Let's fucking. Any chance that you could give
Do
me
you get the
98% off?
automated service ones? Yeah, you go, hello, Jason. So
Aye, but then they're no
they're like
fun.
fucking wankers.
It's once you get someone and you make them feel like they're doing I
That's a
just need
good
to
thing
get your
about an
details.
iPhone too. But see, with an iPhone, the iPhone messages and says, "Listen, your details have been in a data breach."
Oh, right, okay.
So it warns you, and then you can go in and it'll tell you what websites
You're going to get a lot
that
of
are
that
in the data breach, and you just go in and you change your passwords. It gives you the option. See everything that you keep in your key jam.
Yeah.
You can go in and go right, change password, boom, boom, boom.
So
boom.
how do you feel then with Apple giving the British government all the privacy thing?
I
You know the
know.
way Apple is fucking great.
I know. Nah, no, I'm against that. Like,
Like that's sneaky. And Apple are like, yeah, that on. We don't want to pay tax.
Yeah, that's it.
Pay us more money. Oh no, it's here. Fucking take everyone's data. We don't give a fuck. We're not paying you.
There's a back door in it now. Like,
Yep. And that's it's like the fucking tax on a plastic bag.
mhm.
Once it's there, it's never going away.
No, that's it. It's like the fucking.
Even if they go back on it, the back door is still exists.
Yeah.
It might be closed, but there's someone has the key to the back door will know how to get in if and when they need to. And that's scary.
Fucking right, it is.
And it's all this shit being like, oh, but like if you've got nothing to hide, then there's nothing to worry about. It's like I don't have nothing to hide.
But
at
it's
the
not
same
the
time,
point. I don't want you fucking seeing all my dick pics. Nah, but that is the argument to make is if you've nothing to hide, you've nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but
I know, but what happens if something I'm doing now isn't against the law, but in fucking 3 years' time it is against the law?
yeah, but if you've also got access to stuff, there's things that you could do that may be completely above board but would look questionable, and then you have to go and explain yourself for no reason. It's like you just stay the fuck. It's
See
like
some of group chats I'm in, like.
well,
Fuck,
but
I'm telling you.
that's even things like that. Like it doesn't. Nicole talked to me about this the other day, and it's just like there's you shouldn't be allowed to prosecute people based on a man's group chat because it doesn't matter how you are as a human being when there's a whole load of testosterone in a group chat and someone sends it in. It's just a game of who can lower the bar. And that's it. It doesn't mean that you personally think that.
No.
It's just let's see how dark I can get for something funny here.
Yep.
And that's it. But then someone comes across that and see. Prime example. I used to work for a big TV and internet provider company, right? And there was these two fellas. Do you ever remember
YKS if you spell it backwards?
Do you ever remember the game where you would have wrote on a bit of paper? It's like I done this and this happened because, and then you would have folded it over and say, right, the last word's because, and then you would pick up the sentence with because being your first word and write on a bit, fold it over, and then tell me your last word, and at the end you read the paper for the biggest load of shite that you've wrote. Right?
Yeah.
The things you do to pass your time before mad technology. So these two fellas played it. Got very dark in the content of this with regards to things that they would do to certain people and whatever, yada yada. And left the bit of paper sitting on their desk and went for lunch.
Yeah.
And came back and the head of the company had been doing a tour and saw it. And because of the contents in this letter, they then phoned the police because a joke could maybe not be a joke, and these then had to go and get their computers and all searched and their houses searched and everything because of
Madness.
just a fucking a piss take story that these two wrote because they were bored one day. You're like, that's.
See, whenever I worked in CD, obviously they had a Dublin branch and a Cork branch, so we would have sent stuff down there. You would have had box pallets where you put all the stuff in. You wrote Cork, and one day we had Dean wrote Dirty Dublin on it. So it said on the box Dirty Dublin, and they sent it down, and fucking HR went through every single one of us, mate. We have fine tooth comb, like, because they complained that it said Dirty Dublin.
That was funny.
It is funny. Like, but mate, obviously none of us had anything to
Would
hate.
it not have been better if he
put
had
his
like done a typo and wrote cock
Dean
instead of
put
cork?
Dean put his hand up right away and was like, "It was me." I was just fucking having a laugh,
Aye.
like, you know what I mean. And but theirs was, I was like fucking, we were slobbering about their culture and all, and that's what they started saying.
Just because it said this.
Dirty Dublin. But that's it. Like, see if you go to America, dirty Dublin.
Yeah.
Like, it's a common
It's like
fucking
turkey
saying.
train a turd.
Aye.
It's just something that they make fun of the way the accent sounds whenever you
Yeah.
roll certain words together. That's it. But again,
people are
that's
dickheads,
America. You
mate.
can't have that come from Belfast because that could start the troubles all over again.
I suppose.
Do you know what I mean? Be bad crack.
Imagine that fucking thing started a fucking civil war.
CD from Cork coming the whole way up, all the boys and just start fucking blowing up things.
Fucking throwing fucking break discs at each other and all fucking paint bombs.
That's the catalyst for everything. Dirty Dublin.
Fuck.
Imagine getting taught that in your history books. Some wee guy thought he was being funny.
Yeah, fucking saying Protestant schools to say worse than that. Dirty bastards.
Speaking of fucking break discs and all, did you hear about the DJ who crashed a Ferrari?
No.
They won't release the name. It's an Italian DJ, but
Zatox.
he was out test driving
T78 activator.
Let's see what the I did try and do a bit of scoring and it didn't come up. DJ.
So he was test driving a Ferrari.
No, right.
So he didn't actually own it.
No, well, yeah. So it was a £364,000 car, and yeah, he was going to bat, and he just was taking it out to make sure that it was sweet. Stuck the foot down, lost control of it, and crashed it on the motorway. And you're like, well, that's a fucking very expensive crash.
But they would have. Surely the insurance covers that. Like,
you still have to buy it.
No, I don't think so. They would have, the company he was testing with would have insurance.
But you have insurance, I would say, in case somebody crashes into you. If you are being a dick and stick the foot down.
Yeah. Test drive
but then
insurance.
It's on the German Autobahn as well, which has no speed limit. So then that's all I'd say. This was just there's the crash. Fucking
racked in it.
But nowhere on the internet I can find to say who the DJ was that crashed it. So if all you find folks out there let us know. I'm just
when
curious.
test driving a car, whether from a dealership or private sale, you must have insurance, and it's illegal to drive without it. Dealerships often have insurance in place for test drives, but you should always confirm with them. If it's a private sale, check your existing policy for driving other cars.
Yeah, so pretty much it's on you.
No, if it's a dealership, but you're good. But if it's a private sale, so like me going to see your car, say you sell me a car,
yeah,
I would have to make sure that I get insurance for it, and you can get it for £11 an hour. No, just to test drive it, but a dealership will have insurance in place. That's an expensive one for the dealership. You must have to put something down or something to go and test drive, because you can't imagine me just walking in here. I want to fucking test drive a Ferrari.
Imagine going right now.
You must have some sort of proof of income or something like.
Oh, why you wouldn't?
No, I mean, there's no way you can just walk in and go, "I hear I make fucking 40 grand a year. Can I drive out their car?" Take you fucking 10 years to pay it off.
Mate, I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling lucky and I feel like I'm going to win the lottery this week. Can I take this in for a wee drive?
Fucking madness, mate.
But that would, you couldn't. I would imagine there's a certain way. Like, if I ever had enough money to be able to go into one of those places, I would do it all wrong just for them to be dicks to me. And like walk in with a full tracksuit and all. And do not look like the part. Like, sorry, can we help you? Be like, mate, fucking tell you what it is, bro. I just fucking.
I want to take a wee hang out for a spin, lad. I'm alright. But if you did have a dough, mate, that would be fun.
But if they're like, oh, if you any price, it's fucking duffel bag of cash, mate. You want some?
Here, don't tell Inland Revenue and Customs on me, like.
I tell you what, see if you give me this cash today, mate. What's the best price you do me? See if you walked into a fucking dealership with a duffel bag, like see if it was
all fivers too. 5, 10, 15.
It'd be funny as fuck because they'd be all flopping, being like,
They
"This
would
is
have to
definitely
report
dodgy."
you. They would have to report you.
Yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
like, "No, here
I'm just
mind
being
you."
a
I'm like,
complete dickhead. Like, I'm going to buy the car, but using are going to have to do all the work.
Yeah.
It's like, do you remember your man? He got fined for parking, even in with all pennies.
Yeah.
Dumped it on the table. Like, we can't accept that. I was like,
it's legal.
fucking,
It's
like,
legal.
you're fucking accepting it. See you later. There's my bill. There's the pennies. Use my fucking
Yep.
count it. Bye.
Legend.
That
Absolute
is legend.
Just wheelbarrow
legendary.
full of pennies. Here you go.
It is mad that the bank, you go in and stick as much as you want in, but when you want to lift anything out, like over $3,000. I see we were paying for the bathroom.
Yeah.
It took a couple of days to get the money out, like
Why?
out of the bank, because you can't go in and lift fucking how much my bathroom was out one day.
You can phone them and say, "Here,
No,
I
you have to
need
go down
I
it.
need to lift out X amount of money," and they'll say, "Right, come
$3,000's the
down
limit,
here."
Ulster Bank.
Aye, but if you phone your bank and say, "I need X amount out of the account," then you're right though. You still have to wait. Like, I come down and whatever.
It took a couple of days, mate, to get it, like, to get the fucking thing. Dirty bastards. I was like, fuck's sake, I had to say to your mum, mate, I'll fucking, like, obviously they give you cheaper if you do cash.
Yeah. Well, everything gets done.
No,
cheaper,
mate,
just
so
leave it
he
in
was
fucking
saying, I
cash.
was like, I don't mind giving you cash, like, but can you wait 2 days, 3 days till we get it all out? And he's like, no sweat.
Aye, well, I don't think that's ever going to be a concern.
But it is dodgy. But if I went in there with a mill, they'd take it off me in a heartbeat.
Of course
And then
they
if
would.
I walked outside, went back in, and said, here, I want to lift the mill out, they'd be like, can you give us 2 weeks?
I see that money that I've just put in there. Can I actually have it back out now?
But that's what they would be like, nah.
Yeah, because there's protocols in place. Yep. See, even because I was thinking about this the other day. See countries paying money to other countries, right? It's just a global racketeering thing. Like, America's like, I'll give money to you. I'm paying protection money. But then you're not fucking doing this here. Other countries are like, oh, here, we'll send you foreign aid. But you're not getting foreign aid. We'll send you foreign aid, but in return,
you have to buy your weapons off us.
This is what we want. We need these deals and that deal. It's just
the same with the Ukraine thing. So everyone's like, we have given Ukraine so many billion in material weapons. And then see all the money Europe gives Ukraine, cash, they go to America and spend it on weapons. So America's gurning about, but then their argument is, it's a military-industrial complex. Okay, but still, it's getting pumped back into your economy.
But not even all that there. It's just like
the foreign aid thing is mad.
You're told that this is bad. Racketeering's bad. Like,
yeah,
especially around in our country when it was all the paramilitaries were going about and doing protection money and all this
happens,
here. But on a global scale, that's just what countries do. The other countries, you're like, but how's that okay? And
people are going about us for fucking running the world. Like, we done it better than anyone. Like, you know what I mean? At least we built train stations and railways and fucking. You know what I mean? Ports. China's doing that now with their Belt and Road initiative. So they go into Africa.
The British Empire at its peak was better than the Roman Empire at its peak?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, 100%. We stopped slavery. They had slavery. The British Empire stopped slavery. The Atlantic slave trade was us that stopped.
Yeah.
Like fucking 60 years before the Americans stopped it.
But are you sure they just didn't paint it up with a different brush? It's like,
we
here, it's not slavery anymore. We'll just underpay the fuck out of you.
Well, you could say that, yeah. But we genuinely were the ones that stopped. We were stopping boats going from Africa to America.
Still today.
I know, but we stopped it, mate. We were the one. See the boats.
It only started after we left. Fuck's
sake. We were a moral compass, mate. We made the world better.
See, this is the other half of me, the fucking Irish half. I
want to put the fucking potatoes. Fucking took all our potatoes, you wankers. But no, like Queen Victoria's era, that was the best time the world ever had. Like,
wow, that's a pretty big statement. The best time the world has ever had.
Peace, mate. There was peace for you from when they were beat Napoleon until World War or the Boer Wars. Peace. That's nearly 100 years now. Peace.
There's never been peace.
Was then, mate?
Do you know when this planet was?
Because we owned everything, so it was easy.
Before we existed, that's when this planet was at its best.
Why when fucking dinosaurs were knocking about?
We were just a fucking scourge. See fucking Elon's rocket blowing up as well.
I was listening to him on Rogan. He says like he says if one blows up, we need to get some of it back because we need to know.
Yeah.
He says, but we're hoping on it. Like,
Aye, but that was a big explosion.
they were hoping it happened though. Like, it wasn't a mistake. They were like, we need to find out because he was talking about how they put the tiles on them.
Yeah.
We need to know what way it works. So.
But even that, like, did he not?
Or not hoping
is
they
he
were
not spending all this
expecting it?
extra money to put a cone or some shape on it because it looks cool when it's actually not very aerodynamic to do it?
I'm not sure about that.
Like it's.
He says within the next year he'll be able to bring it down, catch it, and then send it straight back up right away again. That's nuts. Like,
It would be mental if you could do that.
it is nuts.
But then his ambition, I think, is very big because he did say that in the next, you've got 2 years to do a launch window, so it's every 2 years, and to colonize Mars, you need 1 million people.
Yeah.
So he thinks in 20 years he's somehow going to be able to perfect rocket flight from here. Obviously, it'll still get better, but send all the equipment there plus 1 million people in the next 20 years. That is highly ambitious.
One each had ended. When was SpaceX created? What year?
2011, was it? No, that's probably wrong.
If it is, that's incredible. Creation date was 2002.
Well,
so 20 years, if you think. Now, let's be honest, the first maybe 10 years wasn't fucking. That's when he created the company.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's your pitfalls. That's your learning what to do.
Let's say the technology that they've done in the last 10 years, how it's went from just wasting everything. And like, no, I mean, NASA were building these rockets. Like building these rockets that were costing billions and billions, and just once that was it.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, if he's done that in 10 years, that's just say 10 years. What's it going to be like in another 20 years?
But that's it. We are in a grand, and I've said this a couple of times now, but I do feel like we are in our version of seeing the world as flat, and we're about to find out that the world is round between these rocket fucking things, and because that's it. Once you can have that all reusable, it cuts the price of everything. He was talking about refueling in space.
Yeah,
like that's why could you not have something like the International Space Station that's just fuel?
Flying about fueling up.
And that's it.
You go up and fill it every other day or every week or every month, whatever it is. Just fill it up the deck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people just off you go.
I'd love to go up like.
So would I.
So I would love to go up and look down. Imagine you went up and the earth was just flat. The fucking liars, lamb bastards are like, this is a one-way ticket to Mars, kid. You're not going back now. But Mars is round. Like, no, you get up there and it's a big fucking circle. But I mean, there'd be 1 million people. There'd be 1 million people willing to go. Like,
well, 100%.
But how do you get them up? That's the problem.
But it's not just 1 million people, because this is. I always, whenever I'm watching programs about civilization being fucking destroyed, and the way they have their fucking people who go into the bunkers and all. It's like, it's all well and good saying we need 20 engineers and we need botanists and we need this and we need that. But you also need people who are just going to be breeding age as well. Like, you could have the best scientists, but they could all be past their fucking use by date. You need to have very young people. But then the problem therein is, how are you going to be repopulating whilst doing the work that needs to be done? You can't have maternity. So then when these babies are born, who the fuck's looking after them? That then is a separate group of people. Oh, shit, we actually need to bring on fucking nannies and nurseries and teachers and shit for these kids. Right, okay, well, there's another segment of this here that's fucking been taken out of the way.
You just get like a hooer house and all they do is breed. You just go in, all they do every 9 months is pop out of jail. It's like a cattle market.
Wow. It's how quick you thought of that as a solution to the fucking problem. Like,
holy fuck. You get fucking 25.
You just need a load of
25 OnlyFans models. Fire him up and say, right, you just sit there.
He's birthing them.
They have to birth him, but all the men who are working, no, doing the graft. Let's be honest, it's going to be men doing the graft. Men's going to be building this fucking.
No, but it's already built. It's all the science and shit to keep us alive.
Yeah, they're going to be putting all these tunnels together and airlock and everything, so you can fucking chill out.
And can't have women fucking airlocking things.
At the end of the day, they go into the OnlyFans tent or whatever we're going to call it. We'll call it something like that there. The breeding tent. And these women they're sort of chained down, right? So they've got their arms.
Right, Jesus. Holy fuck.
It's not like something like that. What
Hey,
was it?
have you got that cushion there now? 'Cause you're slightly right. Oh, I've got these fucking OnlyFans women cheating up my tent.
But no, that's what you do. No, because it's a man's world.
I don't think that's what you do.
No, you don't. It's just you go up there and it's just normal. You go to work that day, you clock off, you book your wife, and then she ends up pregnant. You have your wee Mars hospital. You go where you give birth. They're like,
that would be mad. Imagine being the first person
child born off
on
Earth.
Mars. Oh yeah, born
outside Earth.
yeah, born in space. What nationality are you?
Mars, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you're born on the trip,
oh, that's mad.
You've no nationality. It's like fucking whenever you play a computer game, you just push random and see what happens. You just get back and it's like, right, well, wherever you fucking throw this dart at the globe is where.
Imagine bringing it back here, fucking Northern Ireland, like fucking immigrant come, fucking trying to colonize
all them fucking space immigrants coming back here.
That's what it would be. You would be coming back, like someone comes back on a 2-year journey and they're like, stop the rockets. Nigel Farage and Trump would be like, close the fucking border.
Elon, you need to stop using them rockets.
Fuck's sake.
The Earth's border is closed.
I know, but if you come back, where's your home?
No, but that'll be it. Whenever you're on Mars, people go in there eventually. They'll be like, all these fucking Earth refugees.
Fucking tourists like Spain are like
fucking Irish.
Stop space tourism. This is our home. Fuck's sake.
But that's eventually that's what would happen.
Of course, mate, because we're tribal as fuck. We're like, this is our red piece of rock. I know, but we sent you, sir, like 50
yeah, but we
years.
worked really hard to fucking stay alive.
Do you know how hard it was to airlock that tunnel? What do you call the film? Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and fucking. What do you call it?
Do you want to narrow that down?
Aye, the one where he's in Total Recall.
I haven't seen Total Recall.
That's where they go to Mars, and they're in an airlock thing, and then the windows break, and it turns out that it was all a lie. There was actually like fucking.
It's like fucking Planet of the Apes. Oh, it was Earth all along.
No, but it was all a lie. Whenever like they thought they were living in this thing. No, you have to pay for oxygen and all, but outside you can breathe.
Oh right, shit.
Fucking bastards are fucking stroking us.
That probably would happen as well. Like imagine
traveling to Mars and then you have to start paying your wages for.
No, but think about it, right? Look at the Wild Wild West. Whenever it was like the real life Wild West.
Yeah.
Whenever it was just outlaws and civilization tried to catch up to that lawless society. As much as you could send scientists and shit over there ain't no place. There's technically no laws or government or anything.
So, because what are you going to do? Take you 2 years to go up and arrest someone?
Yeah. So it's pretty much down to you how you live. And as you say, it all becomes very tribal very soon.
Like.
So you would have to have some sort of treaty drawn up to say, right, this is the fucking. Obviously, it's still normal rules, but how are you going to enforce it?
But how do you enforce it is right, because if everyone's up there, like, well, what are you going to do about it?
P.S.
And then anytime you try and fucking go up, and 2 years, boom, the next flight's coming down, they don't accept you.
Yeah.
They're like, nah.
That's the point. No, you can take your rocket and fuck off.
Fuck off back to Earth, you dicks.
We don't want any more people here.
Wonder what the first Mars football team would be like. Who's their biggest rival? The moon. If you hit the moon, bastards, clap your hands.
They would literally be back just in time for every World Cup.
The train on the journey. And it sounds too far-fetched for it to happen, but they're genuinely trying to do it. They're genuinely like, it's a serious plan. Like,
I threw this one out the other night when I was talking about it, because sometimes whenever you're imagining, if you're going to imagine, let's fucking lean into the imagination, right? So the meteor that killed the dinosaurs, human beings were originally from Mars, wiped out Mars through fucking nukes, and this was a massive, like, fucking survival ship that crashed in the Earth,
killed the
dinosaurs, and we caused the Ice Age. We bred with Neanderthals, or the Martians bred with Neanderthals, created what we are. And now, subliminally, somehow in our consciousness, let's get back home.
I could buy that.
Because, like, the way they're talking about this meteor that's going to hit here, and it's like, oh, fucking, it's a city destroyer. It's not that big in the grand scheme of things. So if
Mm.
you had a fucking cradle of life ship that crashes in the Earth at an existential rate, there's no reason why it couldn't also do the damn. Where's the evidence of it? It's fucking happened millions of years ago. I'm sure
Yeah,
it disintegrated and see.
but it took too long for us to then evolve into humans
Yeah, but
after that.
there's only so much that you can do with the resources.
I bet.
Like
Yeah,
let's be honest, right? If you know that the internet works, you know electricity is here, you know all of this shit, but or even like let's even get away from that, speakers and stuff. But yet, if the world was the end and someone says to you, "Oh, here,
that's that
do you
Nate
know,
Bargatze joke.
do you
He
know the
goes,
fucking the internet? How do you make that?" Oh,
he goes, see if I went back to the future. He says, I don't think I'd be able to prove I was from the future.
no.
And they were like, he goes, oh, we have these mobile phones. He go, what's that there? And he goes, it's a phone you phone people on. How's that work?
What's a phone?
How's that work? Satellites. What's a satellite? Uh,
Yeah, you could explain it in the most
who's the next president?
basic way.
Yeah.
You have all this fucking capability, but realistically, it's worth
you
fuck
can't
all.
explain it. It's such a funny thing. Like,
So if you
but
did come from Mars to here, and this is just a lush fucking jungle world that has dinosaurs or some weird fucking shit, you're gonna try and figure out how the fucking I live here first of all before you start wondering how am I going to start building space lasers, and then by the time you figured out how to live there, a bit of knowledge has been passed on to that generation, but the people who originally were there are dead, and throughout generation, knowledge is just lost. And that's it. Like, look at the fucking. We don't know how to build pyramids,
I know.
but that was only a couple of thousand years ago. So why could that not be the case?
I definitely think we're to do with. I think they said that recently about planet seeding. There was a comet that they went and visited, and everything on it was the ingredients for life
Yeah.
on Earth. So if not coming from Mars, it was definitely something that got hit us, and then we fucking shrews jumped off and like, yeah, we're in the water, let's
Well,
go.
there was. I was reading a thing about scientists the other day that they watched two.
Believe all science.
Well, no, don't believe all science. But another way you can't create gold, and it just comes here via comets and shit from yesteryear. They watched two suns impact against each other, and it created 155,000 times the mass of Earth in just gold, and that was then just shot out into space.
Is the US military on their way there now?
That's where the US sent all the gold in the reserve.
Let's fucking go.
But it was mad. Like if that's how gold is created. Like it's literally two suns colliding to make
Precious metal. All right. It's mad that is the one that. I mean,
yeah.
I suppose it does look cool as fuck. Like we have something. There's something about gold that makes us go, ooh,
yeah,
sparkly, shiny.
And the fact that all the ancient civilizations fucking tripped themselves in it. There got to be something to it.
That's it.
I just
heavy metal.
Fuck off.
That's how you get it, mate. Because it goes to the bottom of the fucking sluice.
Yeah.
Boom.
I done that when I was a child. Done the pan.
Yeah.
Mine or the sifting for gold was a pyrite gold though. It was in the museum. It's obviously not fucking real gold, but it was still pretty cool. It's very difficult to do it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking shit reward. You're sitting there going, oh look, there's a flake. A fucking flake, yes.
That's it. Back when the San Francisco 49ers, the real ones, went down in 49 to fucking San Francisco and started the gold rush.
Yeah.
They were going down and pulling out fucking nuggets. That's all, mate. It was like,
but even
untouched.
That was a cutthroat industry. Somebody found a good spot, a good vein of gold.
And then they were dead a couple of days later.
Yeah, because someone else fucking wants your gold. You keep that shit to yourself.
Yep. I know, it's fuck. And lawless in the West. No laws, no nothing. You're just digging.
Would that happen on Mars? We don't know what precious minerals are there. To have an idea.
Yeah, it's just dildos everywhere. You go up and it's the best vibrators I've ever been.
Fucking Diddy's fucking storehouse.
You go up and they say, "What the fuck? Holy fuck!" All the women on Earth. There's only a fucking one woman left on Earth.
Why, out of everything that could have been stored on Mars, was it dildos? Like, why did your brain go?
That's where my
Oh, do
brain
you know what I
goes."
would love? See if I got to Mars, just to be covered in dildos. That would be great. Just stepping through all these dildos. It's fucking awesome.
I proof that someone was there before.
What came before?
That's what happened. That's how the fucking planet died. Everyone was just coming constantly.
Ectoplasm. Plants couldn't
She's
grow
on her
anymore.
500 orgasm a day.
Fuck, did you hear, speaking of fucking 500 orgasms, your girl Bonnie Blue's husband left her? Oh. But he insists it wasn't because she read 1,057
No,
people.
fuck me, of course not. It's just a massive slut.
I don't know how you could be
Eve,
married.
I
Like,
don't know.
imagine sitting there just being like, my missus just got tanked 1,057
Aye, coming
times.
home from work. How was your day?
She would be dripping coming home from work.
You wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't be attractive. You wouldn't like if you were horny. It would be hard to. Who the fuck's been in there a day?
So here's one for you, right? How as a sex worker in any performance of either porn, fucking prostitution, anything, escorting, how can you go and have sex all day and then come home to a loving partner and treat that sex differently than your business sex?
I listened to a podcast, the Real Ass podcast, and I had a porn star husband and wife on.
Right.
Small hands.
Are they both porn stars?
Both porn
I
stars.
see, that doesn't count.
So, and this is the thing, but they were like, they do all this hardcore porn shit, not separately. And the guy who was hosting the podcast asked, like, what do you do? He's like, no, it's just normal, mundane sex, but it's better whenever we're doing it. But it's like, it's just missionary, whatever. Yeah. It's not like hardcore mad shit, but it's
all the porn positions that no one wants to see.
It feels way better when it's just us doing it. Like, it's not. That's what they were saying. It was just.
I would say that, but you can still, if both of you are.
But if you're monetizing your pleasure, do you know what I mean? That's basically what OnlyFans we girls are doing. They're just monetizing their fucking.
If you are both in an industry where you have sex as a performance or make money off it, right? At least you can understand what I'm going through, and I can understand what you're going through. Either male or female, if you're having sex as a job. And your partner doesn't like fucking works in Tesco's. Do you know what I mean? They've come home after fucking a day of stacking shelves. They're feeling a wee bit horny, and it's like, I've spent all day getting fucked. Get you away from me. Like the Tesco's person has no idea of what they're going through, and this person's probably going, I know that you're just a normal person and want me to be a normal person, but at the same time, nah.
No, how do you get horny after doing a 2-hour scene? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That night,
and she's like, "I'm ready."
But that's also as me. I couldn't live with someone like that. Like, no. I couldn't. It's just. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that me personally, I would be way too insecure for that shit. Like,
but yeah, I agree with you. It's an insecurity, and I would be the same. It's like, no, I don't have it in me to be mature enough to deal with that kind of shit.
Yeah, fucking whorebang. I get it. Fuck. But no, it's a weird one. Like, it obviously, don't get me wrong, it's becoming a lot more.
There's nothing wrong with it, but
I'll watch it all day long.
I fully support it 5 times a day.
Please don't stop doing it. Like, but I don't want to go out.
But it's just imagine bringing your porn star home to meet mommy and daddy.
Because you know both of them are googling that shit.
Your dad's sitting there going, "Oh my god, delete." Fuck.
I know it is a weird one, like,
but it is. It's the world we live in now. It's the world a lot more open to it. Imagine fucking back in the day, if some fucking take a sex picture or something like, you.
But it was different back then too. Like, if someone was doing porn, the chances that you bought that tape that they were in is pretty. When it was all like videotapes and shit.
My ex did porn. Does porn? Maybe still does porn. I don't know. It was quite a shock. I thought I told you this. No, I'll not name any names.
I think you did mention.
But yeah, I didn't even find out All right, sorry, I didn't find out until.
OnlyFans is it or like just?
I've no idea. Uh, I
I've
didn't.
no
I
idea. Delete.
don't. No, it was only because two of my close pals came to me and were like, "Here, do you know such and such does this?" I was like, "Oh right, I don't really care."
Mm.
But they did ask me whenever we were going out, would I be interested? I was like, not a chance. Not a fucking hope in hell do I want to be videotaped bucking someone. No. And putting it on the internet?
No.
Not a chance.
See, the thing that gets me though is that you get all these ones who are making a couple of grand a month at least. I mean, at the very least, I mean, see if you're doing OnlyFans and you're walking away with 3-4 grand.
Yeah.
You can say it somewhat that's a success because there's many
A
of them
month?
out there making £100 a month and they're fucking ramming their fanny with dildos and all. They're making £100 and then they just give up after 2 years. It never goes anywhere.
I would love to know because it always seems to be a lot of attention towards females and OnlyFans. Is there any fellas that are making a killing on it?
I watched the Channel 4 documentary about it, but it's all gay, man.
I see. That's what I was going to say. I don't imagine that
he wasn't gay, but it was all gay men messaging him.
Oh, yeah.
So it's still a heavily male dominated.
That's a fucking. That would be a head fuck.
See, on the same documentary, there was a fella doing gay porn.
Would you be comfortable?
Who was straight? He says he's 100% straight, but he was doing full on hardcore gay porn. And he was an ex-British soldier. Me and her sitting there going full of shit. And then he's injecting his dick to get it hard with stuff because he couldn't fucking, obviously he wasn't getting the hard on.
I don't know if I would feel comfortable knowing that my content is just for gay men wanking over me.
That's what your mom was doing. He was in the shower, no wipe went down with soap and all. And he's like, "Oh, I have to hello James." And me and her were laughing like, "Fuck this guy." His boy's completely straight. And that's what he was saying too. Don't get me wrong. He's like, there's some women like, oh, come on.
No, but women are not like fellas. Like, again,
no, what he said was the women want you to go. They'll pay through his OnlyFans for him to go and like escort with him.
Yeah, but I can't imagine that there's a mass market out there of just normal straight women who are like, I'm gonna go on the OnlyFans and look at fucking wee Donald's fucking knob down the street here. Haha, that was class. It's not a woman thing. Guy thing.
Like a woman quickly boom Pornhub 2 seconds and out. That's you away. Do you know what I mean? That's more them. They'll not admit it, like, but
capitalize on fellas fucking stupidity.
It is mad. It's like, I've never signed up. See, even like porn websites, I've never signed up to anything. I just always the free shit. Like,
I never understood that. Like, why
make an account?
It's like the share option as well. Who's sharing that on their socials? I just had a really good wank here. Do you want to see what I was watching? Someone comments, "Oh, see this bit's like, nah, I didn't get that far."
And it comes up Twitter, Instagram, and all
that. I mean, like, that was whenever back in the day, I always said that would be the best phrase to do to someone. Like, none of this fucking, oh, I'm gay or I'm this or I'm that. It would just be go on the porn site, find something fucking vulgar, and share it.
The only one that'll let you share the link to it is Twitter. Like, see, as soon as you type www, because I done it as a joke, someone wrote like something, where can I watch whatever, and I was like www.axe.com or whatever, and Facebook were like, no.
See, the urge in me now is wanting to go and see if this works, but also at the same time,
no, they'll not let you share it on Facebook and all, like, definitely not.
Oh, but see, you're making this sound like a fucking challenge.
I'll try it. See, even if you just type the website into Facebook.
Like, so but if you go on the porn site and hit share, does it not come up?
I will try and do it, send it to you.
See what we do scientifically for you guys and girls out there.
Right, so
no, don't send it to me.
I'm just going to
just write see if you can share it onto your any social.
Right. Just the website.
This is going to fuck our algorithms up so bad if this goes through.
See, loading.
But you're sending it to me as a message, though.
The message, as I'm saying, I will not let you do it on the thing.
No.
So,
do you know what? I'm so glad that I'm open and honest to Nicole, and she knows that my Google and everything's fucked because of this show. So if I go home and fucking message, she say, "Why, Sergi sending you porn links?"
Right, we'll see. Pornhub.com. A minute, right? So I'm going to try and share it to you. Tell you just on Messenger now.
No, stop.
On my 18 or older, I am. Except cookies.
No, you're defeating the purpose of this. Stop sending it to me in Messenger. We don't want Messenger. I want to see if it will go directly to the page.
The phase 2 page.
No, any
It's
page.
not giving you the option to do Facebook.
It is I.
Feed.
But again, yeah. So why do you want to?
It's giving you the option, but it definitely doesn't. It won't let you do it, mate.
Why would you want to share your wanking habits with your friends?
I know exactly. It's
Unless that's someone's kink. Oh, everybody out there knows what I'm wanking to. Think I'm gonna go and have a wank thinking about that. Do you just want to see?
It is fucking hilarious. But no, it did give you the option to share there, but I promise you, mate, it won't. It won't. Facebook will pull it straight down.
See, there's no, unless we fully pull the trigger on this, there's no way to confirm or deny. But so
I'm
far,
trying to think how to get it to you. Just go to Dave.
No, but the point is sharing it to your wall.
Yeah. No, it'll not work.
It'd be worse if you could send it in a message to everybody. Instead of just sticking it in your wall, it's like select all 1,000 friends, send.
Right, I'm gonna send it to you.
You're gonna what?
Right. Hold on. Porn.
What a fucking great way to end the show, to see if you can send Pornhub links to your mates. Like, what is even happening here, Jason?
It was your fucking. Now you've got me curious, right? So,
By curious.
You wish me a happy birthday.
Why you?
Right. So at least
right, so you're
right,
trying
posting. So it's posting. It worked. Yes. But that's right. Remember, Mark Zuckerberg said a couple of months ago that he was letting everything be more free now.
The fact that you've responded to a birthday comment that I sent you, just with a porn link.
What was the name of the video? So you come up and all. I was like,
what is the video?
Cheating on my girlfriend with my stepsis. But I've definitely typed the Pornhub website in. No, the people and it's banned me. Not banned me, but it's given me a warning.
Did you delete it?
That's nuts, isn't it? But
fuck
in fairness, because see, you go on the Twitter, mate. I don't see in public. I wouldn't even open Twitter. Like,
I don't have
fucking mental, mate. It's just it'll say like, Elon Musk SpaceX lands on the fucking rocket thing, and you'll click on it, and the fucking replies is just fucking OnlyFans girls fucking him.
I'll fucking show you a rocket.
I'll sit on your rocket, Elon. No, that's what it is. So it's just, and you're like, fuck me. And then you just scroll down, and just says, "Do not open in public." That's all the captions are. You're like, this is fucking madness. Give me Andrew Tate or whatever any day. He's an American now.
No.
I get it.
It's much the contrary fucking popular belief. Would you tell everybody? I have no knowledge or following of.
I can't believe how it worked though. But again, Zuckerberg did open up. Remember, he says you can say cunt and all again now.
Oh wow.
Remember, he used to write cunt and he used to hide the messages on Facebook.
When did I ever write stuff on Facebook?
But that's what I'm saying. Instagram and like they're not pulling you down anymore. Or Instagram Meta. Mark Zuckerberg went on Rogan was like, we're opening it up to free speech. Free speech also means porn. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know what? We've learned something today. We've learned that you can now share your wanking habits with your mates freely on social media, especially if they wish you a happy birthday. Here's no
happy birthday, mate. Here, beat off the SNite.
Everybody fucking gives off about, I have to like and reply to all the comments on my birthday. Imagine you sent everyone an own personalized porno. It's like,
hey, you'll be doing that soon.
Not that. I mean, like, such and such. Like, I think he liked this one. I think she liked this one. Just go through and pick porn. What the fuck's this? I thought you might like to rub off onto this tonight. It's gonna be a birthday.
It's such a great question you ask. It's why?
Why? Yeah, why would you want to share it?
Why is the share option there? Like, if you're at the Pornhub HQ, you're like, should we really waste money on a share option?
Oh no, probably the upkeep and maintenance of just that little bit. It's just it's broke. It's a fucking share.
Unless it's worth its weight in gold and it brings in some. You know what I mean?
Well, here, there's the question to ponder for the week. Who is sharing their porn
Anyone
links?
listening to this, if you have the balls to fucking share a video on your wall, I'm not like.
No, definitely
Should
not.
have done it on the Jay Dice one there, just for a laugh and see.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yes, we will catch us next week.
Next week.
Laters.